She is making a big decision about you. Psychology tricks. Real love isn't just about how someone feels about you in the moment. It's about the decision they make about you when it really counts. Right now, somewhere in her world, a woman is quietly making that decision about you. She hasn't sent a long text about it. She hasn't sat you down for a deep talk. She may still smile at your messages, still answer your calls, still play it cool. But inside, she's at an emotional crossroads. You might be feeling it already. Maybe she seems a little more distant. Maybe her replies are shorter. Maybe you can't quite read her the way you used to. You're left wondering, are we okay? Did something change? Is she pulling away, or am I overthinking this? What you don't see is what's going on in her mind. She isn't just thinking about your name, your photos, or the good memories. She's thinking about you, the man behind all of that. Your character, your consistency, your emotional safety. In her head, the questions are simple, but heavy. Do I move closer to him or protect myself and step back? Do I trust his intentions or trust my fears? Do I keep holding on or do I finally let go? This isn't a casual choice for her. You are not just another guy she chatted with. You're not just another short story in her life. You are a chapter she can't close easily. That's why she's thinking so deeply. She's weighing your effort against her doubts, your honesty against her past disappointments, your potential together against the risk of being hurt again. And the truth is, she can't rush this decision. She can't ignore it. She can't pretend it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, she's not just deciding whether to keep talking to you. She's deciding whether you are a man she can truly choose, not just for now, but for what comes next. Part 1. The silent battle inside them. Right now, she might be smiling at you, talking like everything is fine, making small talk, posting selfies, even laughing with friends, but don't be fooled for a second. Behind that calm exterior is a silent storm, a battle fought in whispers that you'll never hear out loud. She's making a big decision about you, and this is the moment where psychology kicks in, when the heart tries to speak, but the mind keeps editing the script. Don't underestimate the quiet, because that's when the deepest thinking happens. She appears relaxed, maybe distant, maybe even unaffected by your presence. Don't assume silence means safety. That is exactly when the questions are loudest. What if this choice changes everything? What if I misread his intentions? What if I lose him forever? What if I'm settling for comfort instead of reaching for destiny? What if I regret the decision I didn't have the courage to make? You must understand, people don't always reveal their true thoughts. Some won't show emotions because vulnerability feels like handing someone the power to destroy them. Some won't express love because they were never taught how to love without fear. Some won't chase because they've convinced themselves they're not worthy of being loved in return. And some refuse to risk their heart because their last heartbreak left a scar deep enough to echo. That doesn't mean they don't feel, it means they feel too much. And in that silence, she's analyzing you more than you think. She's evaluating your consistency, your masculine energy, and whether you truly fit into the life she secretly dreams of. Don't ignore this moment, because it's when you either prove you're a high-value man, or she quietly decides to walk away. She is weighing your words, watching your patterns, checking whether your actions align with your promises. She wants clarity, but doubts show up like shadows. What if this ends the way everything else did? What if he's just charming, not loyal? What if he says he cares, but disappears when things get real? What if he only understands attention, but not commitment? This is the crossroads where many men fail, not because they're bad, but because they don't understand the pressure she feels. You must realize she isn't only deciding if she likes you. She's deciding if she's safe with you, if she can build with you, if she can be herself with you, not just the filtered version she shares with the world. That is the challenge of a true connection. You don't get trust, you earn it. A woman who senses genuine masculine energy won't ask for perfection, but she will search for honesty. Don't act impressive, be consistent. Don't try to overwhelm her with sweet talk. Let your presence speak louder. A high-value man doesn't chase approval, he creates certainty. He doesn't ask, "Do you like me?" He communicates, "You're safe with me." Because that's what attracts women at their core, not flashy gestures, not smooth lines, but the feeling that being around you is peaceful instead of exhausting. Her heart whispers, this man feels different. You can breathe around him. He makes you feel seen. Don't let him go. But her mind warns, what if you're wrong again? What if your hope is just a recycled illusion? What if this connection is another beautiful mistake? She stands between healing and hope, fear and future, comfort and courage, and your behavior will tip the scale. Be aware. Be present. Be real. Don't rush her process. Earn her decision. Don't act arrogant because you fear rejection. That only proves you're not ready. If she senses games or emotional laziness, she will protect herself by withdrawing, and you will wonder why she suddenly changed. She didn't change. She decided. A real woman doesn't beg for effort. She recognizes when your energy is inspired and when it's forced. Don't forget, attraction is built in silence, not in noise. You may not see it, but she's watching how you respond to little things, whether you listen, whether you show up, whether you respect her feelings without trying to fix them immediately. She's not looking for a superhero. She's looking for a man who stands firm without needing to dominate, a man whose masculine energy is steady, not aggressive, warm, not weak. That is the difference between a boy and a high-value man. So don't panic when she gets quiet. That silence doesn't mean she's losing interest. It means she's measuring your intentions. This is the test most men never realize they're taking. You must stay calm. You must stay certain. Let your honesty do the work. Let your consistency speak for you. Because when a woman with depth makes a choice, she chooses completely. And if you pass that silent test, if your character reminds her that real love doesn't drain you but builds you, then congratulations. You now understand what it truly means to attract women without trying to impress them. You didn't just win her attention. You won her trust. And that, my friend, is the real definition of a high-value man. Part 2. Why your connection is not easy to ignore. She is making a big decision about you, and you must understand the psychology behind it. When a woman still feels something when your name is mentioned, when her heart tightens at the idea of losing you, that is not random chemistry, it is impact. Real impact. You stirred her emotions in a way most men never will. You triggered something deep, emotional, spiritual, mental, and personal all at the same time. That connection is not easy to ignore because it awakened layers of her identity she thought were untouched. You challenged her comfort zone, inspired her dreams, exposed her insecurities, and disrupted her old patterns. Most people talk, few people connect. That is old Stoic wisdom. Remember it and live by it. The Stoics believed that true power is influence without force, presence without loudness, confidence without arrogance. He who is brave is free, said Seneca, and that is exactly what happened when your presence gave her something rare: value, calmness, direction, impact. You were not noise, you were meaning. You were not distraction, you were focus. You were not entertainment, you were significance. That is why her decision now feels heavy, because real connections carry real weight. In modern life, where everything is fast, shallow, and temporary, a meaningful bond stands out like fire in the dark. Don't underestimate this. Don't weaken your stance. Don't crumble just because she is silent. She may appear distant, but psychology tells us that distance is often disguise. Sometimes avoidance is actually attachment wearing armor. You must approach it with an iron mind. No desperation, no chaos, no emotional begging. Stand firm. That is Stoicism win. That is masculine strength. That is what she did not expect, your ability to hold steady when tested. As Marcus Aurelius said, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Let that become your rule. Don't chase. Don't prove. Don't collapse. Let your presence speak louder than your words, because she remembers your tone, your silence, your gaze, your actions. She felt something different around you, not because you performed, but because you were authentic. In a world drowning in pretense, authenticity is a rare currency. Use it wisely. But never forget, connection is not destiny unless you control your emotions. You must master yourself before you master the moment. That is real Stoic power. That is how men between 35 and 70 reclaim their strength in modern life, not by chasing, but by leading. not by reacting, but by responding. You are not supposed to be perfect. You are supposed to be centered. That is iron mind. That is what she respects and what most men forget. Don't try to convince her with speeches. Don't analyze every message, every pause, every signal. Instead, improve your reality. Build your life. Let your routine become your strongest argument. Old Stoic wisdom teaches that men should not seek to be remembered, they should seek to be worthy of remembrance. If she is deciding, let her decide. If she is testing you, win without resistance. If she pulls away, let your energy, not your anxiety, carry the message. Short, sharp truth, you gave her something she can't easily find again. That does not mean you must wait. That means you must become even more. You are not losing her, you are gaining a chance to evolve. The decision she is making is not just about you, it's about the man she's willing to grow beside. So grow, level up, stand tall, live with an iron mind. Don't let emotion erase your principles. Don't negotiate your worth. Don't beg for attention. Stand in your power and watch how respect follows. Let this moment forge you, not weaken you. Remember, power is quiet, wisdom is calm, presence is unforgettable. That is Stoicism win. That is how men win in life. That is how you master this moment, not by chasing her choice, but by elevating yours. So take a breath, straighten your back, build your life like a warrior builds his armor. Modern life respects bold action, not emotional noise. You must be decisive. You must be composed. You must let your life, not your fear, do the talking. Because when a man embodies purpose, everything and everyone around him must make a decision, and that is how you win. If this message spoke to you, like this video, share it with a brother who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more Iron Mind wisdom. Let's build stronger men, men of presence, value, calmness, and direction. Positive affirmation. Comment to remember, I am unforgettable because I bring meaning, not noise. Type it below in the comments to lock it into your mind and show the algorithm that men like us still exist. Speech balloon. Part 3. The 3 possible emotions inside them. When a woman goes quiet around you, she is not just being mysterious. She is making a big decision about you, about herself, and about whether her future is safer with you or without you. And inside her, there are usually 3 powerful emotions fighting for control: fear of losing you, fear of being hurt again, and fear of not being enough for you. You must understand this clearly. Let's be clear, this is not a game. You must stop taking her silence only as rejection or disrespect. Sometimes her distance is actually panic. In a world of instant messages and constant pings, it feels strange when someone pulls back, but this is exactly where Old Stoic wisdom becomes your secret weapon, because instead of reacting like a boy, you respond like a man with an iron mind and calm judgment. First, there is the fear of losing you. Yes, she may be afraid of losing you, not because she is weak, but because she finally sees your value and knows other people can see it too, and the more you grow, the more she knows you are not easily replaced. That is why silence can be loud. She is thinking, calculating, asking herself if she waits too long, will another woman step in who appreciates you faster, who answers your texts, who respects your time, who recognizes your effort. Don't let this make you arrogant, but don't ignore it either. As long as you keep leveling up, the fear of losing you is real for anyone who takes too long to choose you. As Marcus Aurelius said, you control your mind, not the outside events, so your job is not to chase her fear, but to master your reaction. That is Old Stoic wisdom in real time. You stay grounded, you stay focused on your work, your health, your mission, and you let Stoicism win in the long run by refusing to beg for attention. Second, there is the fear of getting hurt again. Many men take her hesitation personally, but many times it is not about you at all. It is about the ghosts of the men before you, the broken promises, the lies, the emotional scars that still sting when she lets someone get close. Some people do not hesitate because of who stands in front of them. They hesitate because of who stood there last time. In modern life, where cheating is one swipe away and people treat relationships like disposable apps, trust has become expensive and opening up feels dangerous. You must not punish her for wounds she did not ask for, but you must also not sacrifice your self-respect to prove you are different. Set clear standards. Speak plainly. Act consistently. Let your behavior say, I am not your past, without you turning into her therapist. As Seneca wrote, true greatness is to rise above injury, and that applies to you as well. Do not let her old pain drag you into new drama. Here, again, ancient Stoic wisdom tells you to stand firm, to keep an iron mind that is compassionate but not desperate, kind but not needy, present but not clingy. Third, there is the fear of not being enough for you. This one is subtle, and many men miss it. Deep love makes people insecure because suddenly there is something big to lose. When she realizes you are serious, that you have options, that you hold yourself to a standard, she may secretly ask, can I really keep up with this man? Am I good enough for the life he wants? Her doubts can show up as delay, distance, mood swings, testing your patience. Don't explode. Don't chase. Don't sink to arguing over texts like teenagers. That is where Stoicism win again. You lead with calm strength. You make it clear, through your words and your actions, that you are willing to walk away from chaos, but ready to commit to a woman who meets you in maturity. In today's world of anxiety, deadlines, bills, and constant comparison on social media, everyone is carrying invisible fears, and she is no different. So your advantage is not emotional perfection. Your advantage is emotional leadership. You must be the steady one. You must be the man who says, I see your fear, but I will not be controlled by it. Build an iron mind by mastering your habits, your temper, your priorities. Let your routine be disciplined. Let your boundaries be clear. Let your values be non-negotiable. As Epictetus taught, it is not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them. So change the story in your head. Her silence is information, not a verdict, a test of your composure, not a command to collapse. Don't rush to fix her feelings. Don't beg for clarity every hour. Don't stalk her online and torture yourself with overthinking. Instead, let Stoicism win by acting from principle, not panic. Focus on your mission. Protect your peace. Speak directly when you do talk to her. I'm serious about my life, and I don't sit in limbo. If you're in, be in. If you're out, be honest. That is strong. That is decisive. That is how men between 35 and 70, men who have seen enough of life, turn confusion into control. Remember, she is making a big decision about you, but you are also making a big decision about the kind of man you choose to be. Choose the path of old Stoic wisdom. Choose the path where Stoic discipline is not just a phrase, but a lifestyle. Choose to live with an unshakable mind, an iron heart, and an iron standard for how you will be treated, and you will not just win her respect or lose her without losing yourself. You will win something far greater, mastery over your own life. Part 4. What they are thinking before choosing. Before she ever says yes to you, she is already having a quiet, serious conversation in her own mind, and you are the main topic. She is making a big decision about you. And her psychology is running a silent checklist that has nothing to do with your car or your jokes and everything to do with the man you really are. She is asking, can I give this man my loyalty? And don't kid yourself, that is not about grand speeches or dramatic promises. It's about whether you show up when you say you will, whether your actions match your words, whether you stay steady when life gets messy instead of disappearing, shutting down, or chasing the next distraction. A woman can be deeply attracted to a high-value man, but she will not stay if loyalty feels like a gamble. She is also asking, can I feel emotionally safe with him? And that is huge. That is, can she tell you what hurts without you mocking her, dismissing her feelings, or turning it into a competition? Can she cry without being told she's too much? Can she disagree without bracing for punishment, silent treatment, explosions, or guilt trips? You must understand, emotional safety is the doorway through which her love, softness, and femininity walk. And if you want to attract women at a deeper level, you cannot be the man who makes her walk on eggshells in her own relationship. She is wondering, can I grow with him, not against him? Because she doesn't want a life where every personal dream turns into an argument or a threat. She wants to know that as she evolves, learns, and changes, you won't feel attacked or left behind. That your masculine energy is secure enough to cheer for her wins instead of competing with them, that you take feedback without treating it as disrespect. Don't be the man who needs to win every debate. Be the man who wants both of you to win the life you're building together. She is quietly asking, can I love him without fear? Not because she's afraid of love itself, but because she's tired of loving men who turn tenderness into a weapon. That is, she wants to know that if she lets her guard down, you won't use her secrets against her when you're angry. You won't threaten to leave every time you're frustrated. You won't flirt your way through your insecurities just to prove you still have it. You must be the kind of high value man whose consistency calms her nervous system, not the kind who keeps her anxious and guessing just to feel powerful. She is thinking, can I become the right version of myself with him? Because the right woman doesn't just want to be adored, she wants to be expanded. She wants a partner whose presence makes her more honest, more kind, more alive, not more exhausted, more small, and more confused. Your masculine energy should feel like solid ground, not a storm, strong enough to hold space for her emotions, but gentle enough not to crush them, and don't try to control who she becomes. Be the man whose standards and behavior naturally inspire her to rise with you. Then there's the sharpest question of all. Am I choosing him out of loneliness, or does this feel like destiny? She knows loneliness can dress up as love, and she's watching carefully. Do you rush the connection, cling too fast, ignore red flags, demand constant reassurance, or do you move with patience, clarity, and self respect? A true high value man does not beg for a place in her life. He builds a life so grounded that she feels honored to step into it. And when you live that way, you don't just attract women, you attract the right woman who is also choosing you from a place of strength, not from fear of being alone. She also knows that choosing you must mean no games, no ego fights, no temporary attachment, no half love, no toxic cycle, and she is reading you for all of that even when she smiles and laughs at your jokes. Don't play hot and cold to keep her hooked. Be straightforward about your interest. Don't turn every disagreement into a courtroom. Be willing to say, I was wrong. Don't offer her a situationship and call it seeing where it goes. Be intentional and don't drag old patterns of chaos into something that could be healthy and rare. That is the psychology trick no one tells you. She is not confused. She is collecting data: how you talk about your ex, how you treat the waitress, how you react when plans change, how you handle a no. Every small moment tells her if life with you will feel like peace or like constant repair. You must understand that when she senses you are a rare kind of soul, the decision to choose you becomes heavy in the best way. She realizes that loving you will not be a casual hobby but a calling, and she needs to know you see it that way too. That you don't treat her heart like an extra option on your phone, but as something you actively protect. Don't look for cheap manipulation or sneaky hacks to get her. Be the man who naturally embodies what her deeper self is hoping for: integrity, courage, tenderness, and direction, and your masculine energy will quietly signal you are safe here. You can grow here. You can be loved here without fear. When you live like that, when you own your flaws, lead with honesty, and hold your standards, you don't need to chase. You attract women who have also done their own inner work, and the right one will look at you, after all her silent questions, and decide, yes, this is not loneliness. This is alignment. This is a man I can stand beside for real. She's not just choosing you, she's choosing her future. And she's reading every move you make. If you're ready to be the man who brings loyalty, emotional safety, growth, and real love without fear, then claim it. Drop this in the comments right now. I am the man she can choose with confidence. Hit like, subscribe for more psychology power, and remember, being rare means being responsible. Be that man today. Part 5. Your energy is influencing their decision. Here's one of the most powerful psychology tricks you'll ever learn. Your energy speaks before you do. Long before you open your mouth, she's already read the room, and the room is you. Don't think silence means invisibility. Don't assume doing nothing means nothing is happening. That is one of the most overlooked female psychology truths. Women don't just react to words, they react to presence. They read tone, posture, discipline, direction. They don't need a speech to understand a man. They watch how he carries himself when no one is watching. Your behavior matters. Your silence matters. Your inner growth matters. Your respect matters. And above all, your self-worth matters. If you're trying to learn how to fall in love the right way, start by learning how to value your own time, your own mind, your own peace. Because your energy is the stage where every decision about you is quietly made. You must understand, your self-respect sets the tone of every interaction. If you act like you're unsure about your value, she'll sense it like a change in temperature. If you treat yourself like a backup plan, don't be surprised if she does too. This is not arrogance, it's clarity. Your level of self-worth tells her what kind of love story she'll be stepping into. That is one of the clearest psychology tricks in the game. People don't always choose what they want, they choose what feels safe. And if your energy is anxious, desperate, or too available, it won't feel safe. It will feel uncertain. So instead of chasing her approval, build your own foundation. Be calm. Be focused. Be a man with a mission. Female psychology responds powerfully to direction, not control, direction. When you move with purpose, she doesn't need to ask what kind of man she's dealing with. She will feel it. She will know. Sometimes people choose you when you finally choose yourself. Read that twice. Many men try to learn how to fall in love by focusing on what she wants, when the real turning point comes when he finally sees what he deserves. Don't confuse sacrifice with self-abandonment. Don't bend so much you forget the shape of your own backbone. Be a man who values peace more than attention. Because here's a secret from deep inside female psychology. She watches how you treat yourself when she steps back. If you collapse, she loses respect. If you chase, she loses interest. But if you grow, slowly, steadily, silently, she will see something she didn't expect: strength. And nothing attracts feminine energy more than grounded masculine strength. Sometimes people commit when you stop begging. Begging is not love, it's fear with a microphone. If she feels like she has all the control, she won't feel admiration, she'll feel pressure. And pressure doesn't create passion. Be the man who offers partnership, not dependency. Be a solid choice, not a nervous request. The more you try to force things, the more female psychology pulls away. That is one of the oldest psychology tricks in both romance and nature. Tension pushes things apart. Gravity pulls them together. So stop pushing. Start elevating. Grow your life instead of gripping hers. Sometimes people awaken when you stop waiting. Think about it. A silent man working on himself is louder than a man begging for attention. Silence is not weakness. It's a signal that you've stepped into a different league. When your energy shifts, her decisions shift. That is how to fall in love without chasing it. You grow so much that love starts chasing you. This isn't manipulation. It's alignment. The moment you become busy building your own life, psychology tricks start working in your favor. She will notice. She will feel the difference. And she will wonder, what changed? And why does he seem stronger now? Sometimes people realize your worth when you focus on your own life. Not when you post motivational quotes. Not when you send long messages asking for clarity. But when you quietly become harder to replace. When your standards become visible through your actions. When your energy says, I care for you, but I won't collapse for you. That is how you use female psychology correctly, not by playing games, but by embodying maturity. You must live in such a way that choosing you feels like upgrading their life, not rescuing yours. You are not meant to pause your life for someone's confusion. Don't freeze your dreams while someone else figures out their feelings. Don't make waiting your identity. Be patient, but don't be passive. You are allowed to love, but you are also allowed to protect your heart. Let that be your compass. You can care deeply and still walk away from disrespect. You can give love and still keep your dignity. That is real strength. That is how to fall in love without losing yourself. And if someone still walks away, even after all your effort, remember this. Sometimes rejection is just redirection wearing a disguise. Your energy creates the final atmosphere. It writes your story before you even speak. So stop trying to convince someone you are worthy and start living like you already know it. Because the moment you choose yourself, the world, and sometimes even she, begins to choose you too. Part 6. 3 possible outcomes. Read this carefully. She is making a big decision about you right now, and you must understand what that truly means. Every man between 35 and 70 who seeks clarity must face this truth with an iron mind and the discipline of Old Stoic wisdom. She is quietly measuring your consistency, your direction, and your emotional strength. Women don't judge us only by what we say, they judge us by what we do when things get difficult. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That is Stoicism when in modern life. Not reacting, but responding. Not chasing, but leading. Not doubting, but deciding. You are not waiting for her choice. You are preparing yourself for the three possible outcomes that define every relationship. Outcome 1. She chooses you. That means she will call, she will message, she will open up, she will invest, she will commit. Her effort will speak louder than any excuse. Her consistency will speak louder than any emotion. Don't explain her behavior, observe it. Don't assume her interest, verify it. Don't chase validation, demand action. A woman who truly decides on you doesn't hesitate. She aligns, she moves forward, she mirrors your energy, and she meets you halfway. In today's world full of distractions and temporary attention spans, genuine effort is rare, so when it shows up, you must recognize it. If she meets you with honesty and clarity, don't sabotage it with insecurity. Don't overthink. Don't interrogate. Lead. Stand firm. Let your actions match your words. That is strength. That is maturity. That is living by Old Stoic wisdom, not emotional chaos. Outcome 2. She walks away. Let her. Don't negotiate your value. Don't beg. Don't chase. If her chapter in your life ends, it was never a lifetime promise. It was simply a lesson disguised as love. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance, said Alan Watts. That is not rejection. That is redirection. Modern life will test your resilience more than ever before. So if she decides to leave, you must decide to grow. A strong man does not crumble when someone withdraws their attention. A strong man understands that sometimes distance is not an enemy, it is a teacher. Your mission is not to preserve every relationship. Your mission is to build a life so strong that only the right people can remain in it. Remember this: the wrong people exit when structure appears. The right people are drawn to discipline. The man who lives by Stoicism walks away from neediness, not love. He develops an iron mind that refuses to be defined by anyone's approval. He doesn't ask, "Why did she leave?" He asks, "What did her exit reveal about me?" Don't fear loss. Fear becoming weak. Fear losing self-respect. Fear staying stuck in what has already ended. That is how men fail. Don't fail. Outcome 3. She returns after growth. Sometimes love requires distance, not defeat. Separation doesn't always mean ending. Sometimes it means evolution. Both people may need time to mature, to heal, to realign. Let there be spaces in your togetherness, wrote Khalil Gibran. That is powerful. That is truth. Real love does not always bloom immediately. It sometimes requires darkness before dawn. So if she returns, do not rush. Do not praise her absence. Let her actions prove her transformation. Let her consistency verify her growth. If she comes back stronger, meet her with strength. If she comes back wiser, meet her with wisdom. If she comes back ready, meet her with leadership. But do not accept her return if you have remained the same. Your power lies in becoming better while she was gone. That is Old Stoic wisdom in motion. That is the iron mind at work. That is how Stoicism becomes reality, not theory. Modern life makes people chase comfort, but Stoicism teaches us to embrace challenge. Don't fear time apart, use it. Don't fear silence, study it. Don't fear uncertainty, dominate it. If she returns, she must meet a stronger version of you, not the man she once knew. Men who master relationships master themselves first. Don't wait for her decision. Make yours today. Decide to stand tall. Decide to improve daily. Decide to respect your standards. The world respects men who respect themselves. So remember this final instruction. Your mission is not to be chosen. Your mission is to become a man worth choosing. Stand firm. Think clearly. Live decisively. and build the kind of life that attracts, not the kind that begs. That is power. That is leadership. That is victory. Now go forward and win with Stoicism. Live with an iron mind and let Old Stoic wisdom guide your next move. If you found this valuable, make sure to like, comment below, and share with someone who could benefit from these insights. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing wisdom. Comment below to remind yourself, I am a man of strength, discipline, and unwavering value. Let this affirmation guide your path and stand firm in your decisions. Let's continue mastering life together. Part 7. Your role while they decide. When it comes to women making a decision about you, it's critical to understand your role in the process. You see, you don't need to chase, beg, or force anything. Don't waste your energy trying to compete or seeking validation from her. The truth is, real attraction isn't about convincing someone you're worthy. It's about being so grounded in your own worth that anyone, especially women, can see it. You need to focus on becoming the best version of yourself. That means cultivating your mind, finding peace in your life, establishing a clear sense of purpose, and developing strong habits that align with your goals. Take care of your health, push for continuous growth, and feed your spirit. These elements are what will keep you focused and strong, whether or not she chooses you in the end. The harsh reality is, women are naturally drawn to a high-value man. This doesn't mean just having a flashy car or a powerful job title. No, being a high-value man is about your inner game, how you carry yourself, the energy you radiate, and your confidence. Your masculine energy needs to shine through, not because you're forcing it, but because you're rooted in who you are. The moment you understand this, you realize you never have to chase someone's approval. You don't need to plead for her attention. When you operate from this level of confidence, you naturally start attracting women, not by trying to impress them, but by being the type of man they cannot ignore. She will make her decision based on what you project. Are you a man of value, purpose, and strength? If you are, you don't need to do anything to convince her. The choice will be hers to make. But here's the kicker. No matter what her decision is, your own decision must always be clear. You must always choose yourself first. You must never lose sight of your own goals, your own sense of direction, or your personal growth. Never allow your value to depend on someone else's choice. While she decides whether or not you're the one for her, you must focus on your life, your growth, and your journey. She may decide that you're not the one for her, and that's perfectly fine. Her decision does not diminish your worth or what you bring to the table. This shift in perspective is what separates a high-value man from the rest. A high-value man is always working on himself, not for her, but for himself. He's driven by purpose, and while he may care about a woman's decision, he doesn't base his happiness or sense of fulfillment on it. His masculine energy doesn't revolve around her approval. Instead, it's grounded in the confidence that he is a complete person, worthy of love and respect, whether from her or anyone else. You must recognize that your value doesn't come from her approval, but from the man you are becoming. Your decisions, habits, and actions align with your vision for your life, and that vision is bigger than any single relationship. So let her decide. But don't wait for her decision to define who you are. You are already a high-value man, and your path to attracting women is paved with self-respect, growth, and clarity of purpose. Every day, keep working on yourself, not just to impress her, but to be the best version of you that you can be. That's what will make you truly magnetic to women. It's your masculine energy, rooted in self-love and self-respect, that makes you irresistible. You don't need to try harder or be something you're not. Just be yourself, the best version of yourself. And remember, whether she chooses you or not, you will always choose you. That is the key to everything. Hey there, thank you so much for watching. Remember, the most important decision you will ever make is the one about yourself. Don't settle, don't dim your light, and never undervalue your worth just to fit in. You deserve love that lifts you up, respect that honors who you are, and loyalty that stands strong through it all. So, if someone chooses you, embrace it with gratitude. But if they walk away, let them go with grace. Life has a way of bringing people back into our lives at the right time, but always choose from a place of wisdom, not hurt. Love is about alignment, not possession. And if someone is truly meant for you, no fear, distance, or confusion will stand in the way. They will choose you, and they will choose you wholeheartedly. I hope this message resonates with you today. Remember, the best decision you can make is to honor your own value and trust that the right people will find their way to you. If you're curious about more insights into the mind and heart, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss a new psychology fact that could change the way you see the world. Take care and stay true to yourself. See you in the next video.